Hello, everybody. This is Hiro, and welcome to another episode of my playthrough of Virtue's Last Reward. In the previous episode, we got the Sigma and the Quark ending. That was kind of crazy. I can feel all the information that we have been learning, speculating about. All of it is coming together, and I can finally start to see the big picture. And yet, at the same time, there are still so many questions that we haven't the answers to. So, what do we have left? We have this entire double branch over here. This is supposedly gonna be the rest of the lunar routes, and then we have this long ass ending over here. So I think what's gonna be the most productive is that we tackle this first, and then we deal with the bombs because we still don't have information of the bomb number 0, and I imagine that's gonna be a significant block on this path. But what we can do is we finally have the passwords that we need. One of them was gotten from Kay, the other was gotten from Luna. And the way that they were phrased, it was kind of strange because it was like something about the first gate and the second gate. But we'll see. We have that. We also have the password that we got from Kurashiki, Akane Kurashiki's ID card. And well, that's Jumpy Doll, but I don't know if that's gonna be relevant here because there's no connection to like the lion eating the sun or something. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump and try the passwords that we got from the people who actually mentioned the ninth lion eating the sun. Sorry for the quick flash, by the way. Didn't expect that. Okay, so here ID should be the one that we got from Luna. So GTF DM L and then 016, which is what Clover wrote on her thigh. I wonder why she did that. And then, or how she even knew this, because like, I don't know. And then we have M. Wait, hold on. It's, okay, here we go. M. I-L. I was like, for a second, I was like, it's not letting me input anything. Oh my god, what did I do wrong? M-I-L-K-E-V-O-L-I. Accepted. Different message. Whoa. Fi? Come over here.
What's wrong?
I got in.
What?
You heard me. I'm in.
How did you figure out the login?
I just knew. I don't know. I just knew it. Yeah.
What the hell do you mean you just knew it?
Girl, you know what I mean. I just knew it means I just knew it. You gave me the same line when I asked you how you knew my name.
Why are you bringing that up?
Well, it's pretty relevant to our current predicament.
Doesn't have anything to do with this.
It has everything to do with this. You sure? It might.
What? I don't...
Listen, we can figure it out later. Let's just focus on the thing that I just unlocked. Let me take a look at it. Look, just forget about that. Come take a look at this.
Fine. Just let me get right on that. Are you out of your damn mind? Tell me what the hell is going on here.
Why? It's gonna take a lot of time that we don't have.
Why do you know how to log into this computer?
But fine, I guess we can. Are you even listening to me? We continue to yell at one another for several more minutes, and this is just wasting more time. It's fine. But no matter what Fi asked me, I could never come up with an answer that satisfied her. Eventually, she seemed to give up.
Fine.
And I do understand Fi right now, because if she doesn't have any knowledge of why Sigma knows this, it is majorly suspicious. But at the same time, you also have to consider why would Sigma do something that would be immensely suspicious, right?
You still don't make any sense, but I don't think you're lying.
Mm-hmm. Damn right I'm not.
And the AB game deadline isn't getting any further away. All right, let's see what this thing has for us.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we supposed to start? Looks like there's tons of stuff in here.
Remember that the reason we came in here was because Um, everybody else is dead right now. And how is this gonna be the Luna ending? She's dead. This should be the Phi ending, but no, the Phi ending is the other timeline. Anyway, doesn't matter. Then again, I have been very worried about Luna recently. She is one of the most mysterious characters right now. And that's probably on me because I left this branch for very late in the game. But no, I needed the time. I needed like the passwords to even progress. So there's something about her, surely, that I'm just not seeing. Hmm. Anyway, um, what I was talking about is that the reason we came in here is because everybody else is dead. But suddenly, out of the blue, we got the AB game has begun again. Somebody was at the AB rooms and potentially scanned one of the cards, opened the rooms, and something is definitely going on. But this is very pressing right now. So, yeah, I think we have enough time.
Oh, can you tell me the ID that you put in? I can try searching for that. Maybe we'll
Okay.
get a hit.
I gave her what she'd asked for. GTF DML016. Her search returned several files, and after examining them for a moment, Phi opened one. Golem unit details. Huh. There's a golem with that code? Are these product specifications for a golem?
Looks like it.
So what? Sorry, so was GTF DML016 a golem's ID?
Don't ask me. You seem to know more about all this than I do. Fine, whatever. Just read the file. Maybe it'll make more sense. Let's see here.
Okay. Whoa. Wait, what? Is Luna a fucking golem? Wait, no, how does that work? But she's dead from like the poison. I was wondering the same thing about Sigma when I was thinking that he's a robot. How come he's dead if he's not like biological? What the fuck? Game? Explain.
Yeah.
Luna. Why is there a picture of Luna in this file?
There's something written underneath it. It says, appearance after application of ABT.
Yeah. Because, like, yeah. ABT? ABT?
There's this special artificial biological tissue, what's called ABT. When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton.
Yeah.
Makes it look right human, it does. Even feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, and a few pimples, scars and the like. Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you.
All this time, I thought this was foreshadowing Sigma. It's about Luna?
See, right in the middle of...
And that's when it stopped. Right in the middle of what?
I see. Luna was a golem.
Holy shit.
And DML016 was her product ID.
That must have been what Golem was trying to tell us when he was stopped. But why? Why would Luna be in the game?
I don't know how autonomous she really is, but I find it hard to believe she would have come here of her own free will.
I mean, she was put in here? So you're saying she was sent here by Zero Senior?
Probably. Look. At the bottom of the screen, it shows her current status.
Currently operational. Executing a special mission? Think her special mission is to participate in the game?
Probably.
In what capacity, though? Like, surely, if this is about morphogenetic fields, Luna shouldn't have a connection to that, potentially. I mean, everything does, okay? Everything has a connection to morphogenetic fields, including, like, non-organic materials and stuff. Are they testing, like, if a robot is capable of accessing the fields or something? So why did Zero Senior want a robot as a participant? You think maybe it was to supervise the rest of us? Maybe if something unexpected happened, she was supposed to correct it or something?
What if it was some kind of Voight-Kampf test?
A what now? Yeah.
It's from an old book. A test to see how human she was. Whether or not 8 people would be able to figure out she was a robot.
Oh, that's like the Turing test.
That might almost explain the whole game, actually.
Wait, we did get this information from one of the secret files. Something about the Turing test?
Making us solve puzzles and play the AB game. All of those things could have been designed to give us a chance to see her true nature.
But for what purpose? So it's kind of like the Chinese room.
Yeah. Luna is the girl locked in the room.
To see if she responds to the rest of us in a satisfactory way.
And the 8 of us are the people outside it.
Hmm.
Well, like I always say...
I mean, she did a great job. I didn't even cross my mind. Sigma was the red herring all along. Holy shit. It's just a possibility, right?
All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person, then it's probably a person.
Yeah. When did you figure it out? Is she aware that she's a robot? Like does one know? Because one of my theories for like the longest time was that Kay was actually like a robot that didn't know he was a robot. Is Luna aware that she's not human? When did you figure it out? That she was a golem, I mean.
Right now.
Well, yeah.
I didn't know until I saw this stuff.
You're lying. When I told you about what happened with Golem in the pantry, you said something about how this game might be sort of like the Chinese room.
I don't know why I said that. It just felt like it made sense.
Yeah. Like you just knew it?
Yeah.
Well, now you understand me. Well,
Look, forget about that.
she understands me in plenty of other timelines, just not this one, doesn't seem.
See Luna's status?
Yeah, it says the same thing it did a minute ago. Currently operational. Wait, currently operational? Is she not dead? Executing a special mission. Whoa, wait, what the hell? Luna's
You think robots die?
They don't. They can get deactivated, but... I mean, if the method of death was like the tubercular, it shouldn't have any effect on her. That's what I was getting at, right?
She was only injected with muscle relaxant.
Oh, shit.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Well, that solves the thing when I said, how is this gonna be Luna's ending? She's dead. Doesn't it?
All players, please enter your votes.
Where is she now? Is she the one who opened the gates?
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Of course. Luna's the one who opened the AV
That
gate.
might not be the only thing she did. Look,
What do you mean?
what are the last 3 digits of her product ID?
016. Oh no.
And where have we seen that before?
No. No, I don't believe it. Would she really though? Like for what purpose? Are you saying it was Luna who handcuffed Clover and Temioji?
We should go check her body.
Uh-oh.
You remember where it is?
The crew quarters, of course, I remember. She's not gonna be there, is she? There's Alice. There's the gun. No Luna. We were right.
Yeah.
Why? Why would Luna...
And I trust him.
She's been so nice the whole game. I mean, to be fair, so was Ace.
Five minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
I mean, to be fair, Ace was also very nice, but that's a different story.
Let's go. The game hasn't stopped. If we don't vote, we're going to get penalized.
Yeah, right. Off we go then. So what do you think she voted? I mean, it's gotta be Allied, right? Because we were supposed to go into the security room with her. Obviously she wasn't alive or operational, I should say. But she's still our opponent in this AB game.
Invalid pair detected.
Oh,
Please retry with valid partner.
okay. Oh, yeah. Forgot about this thing.
Right. Luna's bracelet.
Right, we have to leave it outside, I guess. Yeah, with her bracelet, there's 3 in this room. How did she manage to get in? I guess not having a bracelet doesn't detect that there is a player in the room, but it still allows them to vote. Because really all you need to open the door is the key card, so... Huh. I step outside and set Luna's bracelet down and headed back into the AB room.
2 minutes remain until polling closes.
Alright, I'll go ahead and hit the start button. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
What reason does she have to play the AB game now? She doesn't have her bracelet. I don't think she's trying to escape. Is she helping us to escape? It's gotta be it. Right?
Wait! Sigma!
Huh? Oh my god. That kind of scared me. Luna? It's closing.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Wait. What the hell is going on? Why is Luna here?
She's probably planning on participating in the game.
Or has already done so? You mean she's gonna take the bracelet and go into one of the other rooms? Oh, okay, never mind that. That would make more sense if she hasn't already gone in and voted. I kinda assumed that she did, but never mind.
Yeah,
How is she gonna
the
vote?
tray.
No!
I'm sure of it.
How so?
Why else would she have come here? If she wanted to vote ally, she could have just waited for the deadline to pass.
She's got 7 BP, right?
Yeah, why are you asking though? Her BP doesn't matter right now. Have you totally lost it? She doesn't have her bracelet on. And besides, she's a golem. She isn't trying to get out. Whether she has 9 BP or not doesn't mean anything to her.
Yeah. Then why is she doing this?
Isn't that obvious? She wants to keep our BP below 9.
But why would she?
Say she defaulted to ally. We could choose whatever we wanted, and we'd still get 9 BP.
Yeah.
She's here to make sure that doesn't happen.
I don't think that's the case, but... What else? What else could be the explanation, though?
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
And I trust him.
It's Luna, though. We can't betray her. Like, not now. Every single time we've been with Luna, it's been ally. The game is surely not going to punish me for allying with Luna now.
2, 1.
It's gotta be ally. I'm sorry, okay?
Round 3 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Okay. Who's ready for fight to tell me off?
Hey, Sigma, are you insane? Why the hell did you choose ally?
Wait, we can talk about that later. Right now. She's gone. Where did she go?
That's odd.
Yeah.
We came out the moment the gates opened. There's no way she could have left already.
Then... there it was. I thought so. She didn't pick it up. Without the bracelet, she couldn't have voted.
Then she let the system vote ally for her?
Uh-huh. Maybe?
Results from round 3 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Right, the results.
Yeah. Let's go have a look.
Where is she now, though? Yep, there's the penalties. Not that they particularly matter. This, though. Damn right. I am vindicated.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Mm-hmm. Since Luna didn't vote, she got set to ally automatically. And the other 6 got penalized. Doesn't really matter for them. Nor Quark, because he might still be alive and about, but he doesn't have his bracelet on, so yeah. Mm-hmm. Then again, 5 of them are already dead. We don't know where Quark is, but his bracelet's already off, yep.
Yeah, that means all those penalties are meaningless. Why did Luna show up then? I mean, we've got our 9 BP now, but...
Yeah.
Alright, what do you want to do, Sigma?
I mean, we need to look for her, right?
Do you want to leave?
What? You're kidding, right? Weren't you the one who kept going on about how Quark's still alive? I can't just run off and leave him here.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, that's a relief.
Okay.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Okay.
Now let's get moving.
Or are you just saying that and just testing me? I don't think she is, but...
We need to find Quark.
Yeah, not after the pep talk she gave me. I don't think she would change her tune just like that. And Luna too, right?
Luna.
Why initiate the vote, though? Like...
The Ambidex gates have closed.
I mean, it's obviously to get us to 9 BP, but...
Round 4 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates.
Okay. Fi and I checked our bracelets out of sheer reflex. I was a magenta pair, just like before, but Fi had changed to a red solo. Didn't really matter, though. Both our bracelets showed the number 9. All we had to do was open the number 9 door, and we'd never have to play another AB game again.
Alright, Quark comes first. Let's go.
We spun around and headed for the cyan door. I followed on her heels. Where could he be, though? And what state is he in? Because that's also worrying. It's gonna be delirious from like Radical 6, right? Uh-huh. Is it finally clicking for them? The thing about the bracelet? Just showing me as the player? You would already know by this point, right? Yeah, because you need K ending to get here. No trace of the little guy, huh?
Sigma, there's something I want to ask you.
What is it?
There are 3 doors here. You, Alice, and Luna went through the one on the right. That took you to the Golem Bay, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, according to the map, that's the door at the bottom. There's a lever on that thing in the middle, right? We pulled it, but it only opened one of the doors. What about it?
Take a look. See the lock?
Open?
Yeah.
And who the hell opened it? And how?
There's only one person who could have opened it.
Huh. Luna.
All right, let's head in.
Okay. The treatment center, huh? What the heck are these things?
I think they're treatment pods of some sort.
Oh, this one's active. It's Quark in here. What bots? Even as I spoke, part of me knew what they were. I didn't know how or why, but I felt a strong sense of deja vu when I looked at them and suddenly realized I knew exactly how to operate the pods. It was a strange and settling feeling, as if somewhere deep inside was a version of myself that I didn't actually know.
One of them is lit up.
It's gotta be Quark, right? Did Luna take him here? The one on the left, is it being used?
Glass is all fogged up. I can't really see inside.
Well, let's crack it open then.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah! Quark! He's fine. I mean, not cured of Radical 6, but asleep and alive. Our feet pounded across the floor of the warehouse. Yeah, we could just take him out. We don't have to worry about his bracelet, because he's not gonna get penalized.
This is it.
Oh, Quark's body bounced in my arms as I ran. His pulse and breathing were normal. He was limp and unconscious, but he was alive. The pod's display had given us little information on his condition. As far as we could tell, he'd been given an anesthetic which had put him to sleep.
Ready?
We need to look for Luna, though.
What's wrong? You're supposed to say, yeah, sure.
Worry about Luna! Is it really okay for us to just leave?
What the hell is this? You want to stay here?
No.
What if Luna kills you too?
What do you mean, you two?
Think
What?
about it. Alice, Clover, Tenmyoji, the old woman, even Dio and Kay. There's a good chance Luna killed all of them.
I mean... But... why? Yeah. Sigma, can you stop saying the things that I just said?
Why doesn't matter. Remember what we saw on Clover's thigh?
Yeah. 016.
And what's that the same number as?
The last 3 digits of Luna's product ID.
Where did we find the old woman's corpse?
In the AV room that Luna came out of.
And if you're right, her brain is in the central computer core.
Listen, Vi, I know it sounds like very bad, but what other reason would she have to, help us escape with the vote?
That means she could have easily moved that crane, right? She could have used it anytime she wanted.
That means any alibi she might have for not being able to move the crane is worthless.
Exactly.
Okay.
She must have moved the AB room. Alice noticed it right away.
So that's the method the crane was moved? Like just Luna being connected to the central computer and doing that? I mean, I guess it would make sense, but...
At the very least, that would mean Luna had a reason to try and kill Alice.
I think we're taking too many leaps of logic here. It all makes sense. Once again, when you see the pattern and the pieces fit, that's kind of like all you can think about. But there are still like so many things about Luna that we don't know. Like, first of all, why did she just help us to escape? She killed Alice to keep her quiet.
She could also have murdered Dio and Kay. Remember their star keys? Luna must have taken them, which puts her in the room with Dio and Kay. You understand, don't you? I admit none of this evidence is conclusive.
Yeah.
But look at our options. You, me, Quark, and Luna. Who do you think is the most likely to be the murderer? Think this through, Sigma. Luna's a golem. That means she's a robot that's part of this facility, designed to do God knows what. If what you said about golems and the central computer is true, she's basically a puppet of Zero Junior's. There isn't really much of an argument to be made here.
I disagree. I'm sorry. Luna has shown me nothing but compassion and just so much empathy. Back when I thought I was a robot, I was like, oh, she feels so deeply for Sigma. Of course she does. She's a robot herself. She was sympathizing on like a personal level. But nonetheless, just the fact that she takes the risk to like say that to somebody that she doesn't know, like that means something. And every single time she's chosen ally, every single time she chooses ally because her programming, right? The three laws of robotics. She can't like harm other people. That's why she always votes ally. And then the times where somebody's life is in danger, she's like, I'm not going to vote. I'm going to let my partner vote. Right? Uh-oh. I mean, not uh-oh. I think that makes sense. Is there any time when Luna has voted like betray or I don't think it has. Even for self-protection, she never has, right? Even when she was a solo, she's always chosen ally as a solo, right? Oh, I need to go back. I mean, I'm not going back. I'm just going to let the game keep going.
The only option is to leave her here and get out.
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics?
Yeah, what was I just talking about, game? A robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm.
A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic.
Okay, you're right. Let's get out of here.
Damn. Don't scare me like that. Okay, I'm going to open it. You ready?
Is Sigma going to stay behind? You don't have to ask me. Isn't that what you always say?
Yeah, I guess so. It's time we got out of here. Let's go.
Sigma's not going, is he? Guys, I have a terrible feeling about this. With a heavy labored groan, the number 9 door began to open. As soon as the gap was wide enough to admit her body, Phi slipped through it. I followed her through, Quark still cradled in my arms. Inside was a massive lift platform, like the kind used to move industrial cargo. Phi turned to face me, and I shoved Quark into her arms. Yep.
Huh?
Before she could respond, I spun around and ran. Sigma.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Sigma! What the hell are you thinking?
He's not leaving Luna behind.
Get back here!
He's not gonna be able to make it in time, of course, but... Sorry, Phi. There's something I have to do. take care of Quark.
No! You don't mean you're going to go find Luna?
Yeah.
God damn it, Sigma! Think about what you're doing! Sigma! Listen to me! You can't do this!
Well, there was no other way, right? There was no way he could have convinced you, Fi. Ah. That's so tragic, man.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the Nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Good luck out there, Fi. You're probably gonna need it. I had no regrets. In fact, with Fi and Quark's successful escape, I felt a profound sense of relief. One of my objectives had been achieved, and a difficult choice had been made. My mind felt clear and focused, more so than it had in a long time. All right, time to go. Luna's waiting. Is she in the garden? She was always talking about how she likes the garden. Yep. Oh, man. Luna, I knew you'd be here.
You knew?
Oh, right. We haven't talked here in this one, huh?
Isn't this nice? This is the only place in this whole facility with anything green. I kind of feel silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation. Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy. I'm not sure what you meant just now, but are you talking about something that happened in another history?
Another history, huh? What?
I know what you can do.
Yeah,
Someone told me about it once.
they did.
They said that you have the ability to transport your consciousness through time.
Who told you that? Luna looked down at the music box around her neck. Carefully and delicately, she twisted the dial on the bottom.
Sigma, aren't you here to ask me something? Why I killed them, perhaps?
You did? Well, actually, I already know you didn't do it. Yeah, you didn't.
Oh? Why do you think I didn't do it?
You can't.
I'd like to know your reasoning.
Because you're not just a hunk of plastic and metal, huh? All right. I nodded and took a moment to compose my thoughts. Might as well start with the old woman. There's no point beating around the bush, I suppose. Dio killed her.
Why do you think so?
We've seen the bracelet. Yep. Her left arm had blood splatter all the way up to the elbow, except for a stripe on the wrist that was perfectly clean. What could have caused that? My guess was a bracelet. It got covered with blood and kept her wrist clean. Obviously, none of our bracelets had blood splattered on them, but Dio's bracelet reacted to the luminol. That meant Dio's bracelet had to have come from the old woman.
Is that your proof? That's why you think Dio killed her?
No, that's only enough to suspect him. After all, he could have just taken the bracelet after someone else killed
Then
her.
why are you so sure?
The knife, right? Because he confessed. Well, yeah, in a different timeline.
What?
After his bracelet reacted to the luminol, I confronted him.
All right, fine. You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Wait, when did that happen?
In a different timeline.
Isn't that against the rules?
Well, no. What rules? I hope you're not going to try and bring up Nox's 10 Commandments. Oh, and we've read about that, haven't we? Does it really matter if it's against the rules of fair? Truth is the truth. Let's say that incident T happens, and after that, the timeline splits into timeline A and timeline B. I don't think it's unfair to base a theory in timeline A on information I found on timeline B. After all, A and B both came from the same place, P. If you trace the history of both timelines, you'd end up back at incident P. Now, if I could change what happened with incident P by visiting timeline A or B, then yes, it'd be a different history. Sorry, a different story, actually. History. I don't know that it'd be unfair per se, but it'd certainly be breaking some pretty big rules. Like, you know, the principle of causality. Yeah, don't mess with that. Don't do that. You don't want the time-space continuum to, like, collapse. I'm sure that Dio killed the old woman. By extension, that means you couldn't have killed her. I'm assuming Dio wasn't originally intended to be part of the Nonary game. Somehow he got in and took the old woman's place. That's how he ended up as Quark's partner. This is just an educated guess, but I have a feeling his plan was to replace one of us. I doubt it mattered which one. I have no idea why he would want to do something like that, and I don't know how he did it either. Yes, this is still like a big mystery. Like the how, the when, like was it before they went into like the gates, like the AB rooms? But they should have been unconscious, right? Unless, I mean, the old woman, Kurashiki Akane, if she's somehow behind all of this or part of this, there's no reason she should have been asleep, right? Maybe. But the fact remains that he did. He hid in the warehouse on floor A and waited for someone to come out of one of the AB rooms. That someone turned out to be the old woman. She left Quark asleep in the AB room and came out of her own. Okay, yeah, that's another possibility, I mean. Somehow he managed to get close enough to stab her. He did it near the wall with the graffiti on it. I'm guessing he stabbed her from behind so that he wouldn't get any blood on himself. As soon as she was dead, he wrapped the knife up in the handkerchief. No, wait, actually... He probably took the bracelet first. Then he would have needed to wipe the blood off, so he used a handkerchief for that too. Anyway, the point is, he got the bracelet and put it on. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the rightmost AB room and its neighbor. Probably didn't expect that they'd move, or he would have put it somewhere else. I'm still like a bit confused on this method of disposal of the weapon. Like, surely, I mean, would have been pretty bad if we found it on him as well, so I guess. After that, he headed back into the AB room that the woman had left. Quark would have still been fast asleep, so as far as he knew, Dio was there the whole time. Yeah. Well, that explains that. This does raise a few other questions, but I'll save those for later. For now, let's move on to the other murders. Yeah. Questions about the woman, I guess. Like, Well, actually, one of them probably isn't the murder.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about Alice. Pretty sure she committed suicide.
All of humanity is going to die.
With the knife that she found, of course. I've always assumed that whenever she killed herself, it was when she had the scalpel on her. But she had the knife on her. She found it.
Adults, children, everyone. There won't be anyone left. I'd rather die here.
She'd been infected with Radical 6. I think that infection caused her to take her own life. She used Dio's knife, which she found in the warehouse after the AB room moved and exposed it. She took it with her and then used it to stab herself in the crew quarters. Yeah. How? I didn't see that, but I think I was so focused on the murder weapon, I completely missed that. Completely went over my head. Next are Clover and Temioji. The first question is, who put the handcuffs on them? The clue is the message Clover left, 016. If you think about it though, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, why would she have known anything related to Luna? Doesn't make any sense. Clover's left hand was in the handcuffs. That means she would have had to write with her right hand on her right thigh. Yeah, so looking from her perspective, I feel like it would be really hard to do that, you know? With your left hand, yeah, with your left hand, I'm trying to mimic with my body what she would have had to do. So it's like you're writing the 0, and then the 1, and then the 6, which I thought it was a B at first when I saw it. Why not just use your left thigh? The thing is, I think she did. When she died, her legs slumped together and the message got transferred to the right thigh? Okay. Wait! So doesn't that mean that it's mirror? It says Dio! It says Dio, doesn't it? We just never saw the original because we didn't bother to check the other leg. In other words, she wasn't trying to write 016. Yeah! Holy shit! She was trying to write Dio. With her dying breath, she was trying to tell us the name of her killer. Oh, Clover, all of this could have been solved earlier if you just written it like, you know, proper capitalization. Never mind, it's fine. That's clever. That was a very clever thing. Now about Kay and Dio. I think there's a pretty good chance Dio killed Kay. Here's how I imagine it happened. Kay probably sprayed Dio's bracelet with the luminol. And then Kay retaliated using like the last of his strength. I guess that makes sense. We found the bottle in Kay's robe. He wouldn't have seen their reaction immediately, but Dio would have known what was coming. Yeah. And as we know, this is what Kay is also like willing to kill Dio for, just to get back at him for, you know, what he did to the old woman. As soon as Kay turned the lights off, it would be clear that Dio had taken the old woman's bracelet. My guess is he decided to take preemptive action. When we found their bodies, the lights in the rec room were on. Maybe Kay turned to switch the light off and Dio took that opportunity to attack him. Kay was hurt pretty badly, but he didn't die right away. Probably managed to grab the spear and stab Dio. Yeah. Then he died. So that accounts for all 6 bodies. None of them your fault.
Sigma, I'm glad you don't think I did it, but all of your theories are just, well, theories.
But they make sense, don't they?
Like Alice committing suicide. How can you be sure?
I just know.
Say she was infected with Radical 6. She could have been murdered before her symptoms even began to present themselves.
Well, yeah, there are some timelines where Alice isn't, like, sick. Like, Alice doesn't get sick every single time.
As for Clover and Tenmyoji, I could easily have killed them. You don't have any proof that Clover's message was mirrored like you say, or even that it was supposed to refer to Dio. Even if it did, that's not conclusive evidence of his guilt. The same goes for Kay and Dio. I could have killed them both. Why do you trust me so much? I'm a machine. I'm part of this place.
You're part of this place.
How can you trust a machine?
That's why I trust you.
What?
I trust you because you're a robot. Your robotness is just one more reason you can't be the killer. Well, 3 more reasons.
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics?
Rule 1. A robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm.
A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic.
Yeah.
Sigma.
Luna, I had to ask you. Can you tell me, well, everything you know? Your mind is in the central server. You should know everything that's happened here. It's probably gonna be locked away from her, right? But I mean, anything that she can tell us is probably gonna be very useful, so yeah. There was a long pause. Luna stood up and walked deeper into the garden. I followed her in silence. Eventually, we reached the bench. Luna quietly sat down, and just like last time, I lowered myself down beside her.
You were right. I didn't kill them. How should I explain? Well, actually, you got most of it right.
That doesn't matter. Tell me everything.
Well, first, yes, Dio did sneak into the facility.
Yeah.
He used the large cargo elevator and came into the warehouse on floor A through the number 9 door.
Okay.
Since the game hadn't started yet, anyone could go through it.
Makes sense. That doesn't really sound like sneaking. It sounds more like he just walked in.
Yes, I guess you could say that.
That's some lousy security, Zero.
He did get in pretty easily, but that's because Zero Jr. lured him here.
Oh, well, never mind. That was intentional? What do you mean?
Dio wasn't a surprise.
Okay.
Both Zeros knew that he was going to come.
Okay. So they brought him here?
In a way,
But why?
because his presence was an important part of Zero's project.
Okay. What
I
project?
can't go into that right now. We'd be here forever.
Luna, I have all the time in the world right now, so...
Right now, let's just focus on the murders, okay?
Okay. I still want to know, though.
Anyway, Dio found his way in. They made sure he didn't know that he was actually being let in.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's honestly kind of like the same principle of why, Ace thought he was like ahead of the game constantly, and that's exactly what made him like slip up and, like close his own trap. So why did he come
To
here?
make sure Zero's project failed. His first step was to pretend to be one of the players.
But it was all accounted for, huh?
As for how he did that, you had it pretty much right.
Including the old lady / Akane's death? Was that also planned? And once again, why is that not a thing in the Cyan timelines?
The old woman was the first one out, and he killed her under the graffiti. He put her bracelet on after he wiped the blood off it with the handkerchief. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the 5th and 6th AB rooms,
5th and 6th?
counting from the left in their original placement.
Yeah. In other words, the rightmost room would be the 6th room, and the one next to it would be the 5th?
Right. After that, he went back into the 5th AB room where Quark was sleeping. Then he just waited for Quark to wake up.
Mm-hmm. And pretended that nothing happened. What were you doing while that was happening?
Nothing. I couldn't do anything. My body had been turned off.
Yeah, she must have been programmed to like wake up around the same time as everybody else, right?
Zero Jr. had powered me down. My body wasn't activated until after Dio went into the 5th room. I couldn't help her.
No.
All I could do was watch while she was murdered. Everything in this place is controlled by Zero Jr.
Surely if Luna had been active at that time, she could have done something, like if it's within her capabilities as a robot.
I couldn't try and prevent Dio from getting in either.
Yeah. Wait, if Zero Jr. controls everything, then he was the one who moved the 6th room with the crane?
Yes, that's right. Zero Jr. moved the room, not me.
Okay. So yeah, once again, things that are suspicious are part of the game. Like, this is all part of a plan. Just like the termites, we don't know what the plan is, but it's something going on. Then who moved the old woman?
Me. It took me 10 minutes to get out of my AB room once I was turned back on. I
Okay.
ran over to check on her as soon as I did. Then I carried her back to the room I'd been in.
Why did you do that?
Because I was ordered to.
Yeah. What?
Luna, listen to me very carefully.
Whoa. Just like that, morphogenetic sorrow playing. We got. It's the announcer's voice. It's the voice of the announcer.
As you already know, the final stage of the project begins in 2 hours.
Oh my god.
This will be the culmination of many years of hard work. We cannot afford failure.
Yes, I understand.
Then let's make sure. What is your mission?
Enter the Nonary Game as one of the participants and observe the actions of the other players.
Just observe.
Ensure that they do what they are supposed to and guide them down the correct paths.
Oh. Right.
How many players will there be?
Myself and 7 others, ma'am. Will you be participating as well?
No.
Yes. Our plan dictates that I must.
Well, yes, but like in a very contrived way where her death is like planned. The cyan door, though. No dead old lady.
An individual by the name of Dio will be entering this facility presently. He has been led to believe he is doing so undetected.
Uh-huh.
You've been briefed on him already, correct?
Yes. He will murder the first person to leave one of the AB rooms and take their place.
Luna didn't know it was supposed to be her, huh?
If a pair is the first out, he'll probably kill both of them. That's all the information I've been given on him, ma'am.
Is there a problem?
She's not comfortable with that, huh?
With all due respect, ma'am, I would like to state that I don't feel right about this. We know someone is going to be killed, and we're just going to let it happen? I also have doubts about the use of Radical 6.
The use of Radical 6?
Are you sure?
Was that planned too?
Infecting all these people with such a horrible disease.
All these people? I mean, we all die from it in Clover ending, right? I'm sorry, I'm just...
That is none of your concern. Your only concern is to follow your orders.
What's going on? What's the plan?
Luna, I am giving you an order. I am in command, and you do as I say.
Right.
You are programmed to do as I say. You know this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. Now, I have one final order.
Another order, ma'am?
Yes. When you leave the AB room, the person Dio has killed will still be there. I would like you to move them.
Where?
To the room you are about to enter. The 6th AB room.
Right.
But why?
Not your concern. As a participant in the game, you must have as little knowledge of it as possible. That is why I have made sure you are unable to access any classified data.
Makes sense.
There are things you must not know. In order for this project to succeed, we need you to be as close to a clean slate as possible.
Well, I mean, she knows a lot of stuff, but never
There
mind.
are some things you already know, which ideally you would not.
Okay, fair enough.
Unfortunately, this is unavoidable, so you must refrain from divulging anything you know about the project to the other participants.
Yeah.
You must never tell anyone what you know about Dio, or the body, or that you carried it to the 6th AB room.
Okay. What was Dio's plan then? Just leave the body out there? Okay, never mind.
You will have to pretend you know nothing more than the rest of the participants.
Is that an order?
Yes. Do I make myself clear?
Yes.
Oh, Luna. What is this plan trying to achieve
After
with
that,
all of this,
I
though?
went into the AB room as I'd been told to. As soon as I stepped inside, my body deactivated.
Like, okay. Luna, I'm sorry. Let me talk about this for a second. Because my assumption was all of this was to prevent maybe the initial outbreak of Radical 6. But then why is it necessary that we are affected with Radical 6 here? Is that just to like amplify the danger to like the max level? Oh god.
But since my brain is in the main computer, I was still awake. So I still saw everything. While I waited, I used the security cameras to see what was going on in the rest of the facility.
Okay. And you saw the old woman being murdered.
Yes, it was hard.
Yeah.
What I was seeing made no sense. Several of my higher level processes nearly failed. To think that she would be the first person to come out.
And she knew that, of course. Sacrificing her life? For what purpose?
I think she knew that Dio was going to kill her.
Yeah.
When she'd said she had one final order for me, I didn't understand what she meant. Like a fool, I told her I didn't approve, when I had no idea what she was prepared to do. When she died, whatever I have that passes for a heart felt like it snapped in two.
Oh, Luna. This is just so much right now. And you hit me with morphogenetic sorrow. Again. Just... I love this game. I think I understand. Everything you did because you'd been ordered to.
Yes.
And it was the old woman who gave you those orders? Then is she Zero Senior?
No.
No, that's the other man that we saw. What? But if she gave you the orders...
She did, but she wasn't the only person I took orders from.
Okay. There was someone else?
Yes.
And that person is Zero Senior?
Yes. They worked together to develop the project she mentioned.
Well, yeah, we know this from Kay's backstory, right? The old woman and the man I think was Kay's father, they worked together and they developed the project, but then they actually like had a disagreement and they didn't want to like continue. But it happened anyway, right? Is this the project they were working on, or was it something else? Let's see.
So I suppose technically my orders came from both of them.
Okay.
And they were both controlling Zero Jr. too. I told you before that Zero Jr. moved the 6th AB room. Although that's strictly true, he didn't do it of his own free will. They ordered him to do it. He was following orders just like me.
Right. But why?
I don't know. I really don't. Maybe they did it so that people wouldn't suspect me.
If they didn't want people to suspect you, then why have you moved the body in the first place? Eventually, we'd figured out that the rooms had been moved and then she was in your room.
Then maybe they wanted the opposite.
You mean...
Maybe they wanted you to suspect me.
That doesn't make sense either. If they wanted people to suspect you, why move the room?
You're right. Then maybe they only wanted certain people to be suspicious of me.
Like, some events had to happen like a certain way, like Alice getting suspicious and getting the knife and killing herself. Something like that? You mean like Alice?
Yes. Perhaps they wanted Alice to find the handkerchief and the knife.
Yeah.
That would explain why they moved the room.
So they somehow knew Dio would have the knife there?
Yes.
Well, yeah. If Akane is like involved with all of this, she knows everything, right?
I think so.
But how could they know that?
Well, whatever the reasons were, Alice did notice that the room was moved, which meant that Clover also figured it out. And just like you said, Alice used the knife to to take her life. Clover didn't realize that, though. Or perhaps she didn't want to.
Okay, hold on. Pause. The sole reason... Okay, I remember now. The sole reason I didn't suspect Alice would have killed herself is because her hands are not bloody in this render. They are bloody when she stabs herself with the scalpel, but they're not bloody here. Game, you're trying to mislead me. Okay, never mind. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
In any event, she decided that I must have killed Alice to keep her quiet.
Yeah, so it was
she
Clover,
confronted
right?
me. It was right after the second round of the AB game. Using Phi's timetable, that would be 0 hours, 0 minutes.
Of course, she knows about that too. Wait, you were listening to us in the security office?
Yes.
Well, I mean, we were tampering with the computer, so yeah.
That wasn't all I was listening to, though. I know everything that happened in the facility after my body collapsed.
Okay. You were watching through the security cameras?
Yes, I was. I could see and hear everything. Anyway, we're at 0 hours, 0 minutes. I was in the hallway on floor A when Clover found me and took me to room 2 in the crew quarters. We entered at about 0 hours, 1 minute. She was very forceful.
I know you killed Alice. Tell me the truth and I'll let you live. Now fess up! I'm only gonna give you one chance. If you lie or try to play dumb or something, I'll kill you right in front of her!
I told her the truth, of course.
Oh.
I explained that I hadn't killed Alice.
But she didn't believe it.
That she'd been infected with Radical 6, and it had caused her to kill herself. Clover was never going to believe that, though.
Yeah, she was only going to believe what she wanted to believe at that point.
We argued about it for nearly 9 minutes. It wasn't just Alice she asked me about. She asked me about the murder of the old woman, and about the AB room being moved.
Right.
She wasn't very nice about it, but I couldn't answer any of her questions.
Yeah. Because of your orders?
Yes. Then, at about 0 hours, 10 minutes, she must have run out of patience. She stuck her hand in her pocket and started moving toward me. She backed me up against the wall and pulled her hand out of her pocket. She was holding the injection gun.
And did you just pretend to be dead? I mean, they couldn't suspect that you were a robot, right? Oh.
I tried to take it away from her. I even screamed for help.
That's the scream that Kay heard.
She refused to let go, of course, while we were fighting over it.
Whoa, hold on a minute. The trigger got pulled in the fight, I get that part. What I don't understand is why it did anything to you.
You mean because I'm a golem?
Yeah.
One of my orders was always to act like I was one of the players. A human.
Right. She would have had to play dead.
Any human injected with that amount of tubocurarine would die.
That's why you, died? To keep up the facade that you were human?
No.
No.
I collapsed because Zero Jr. turned off the power to my body again.
Oh, okay.
He probably felt he had to.
Well, that makes sense.
Maintaining the illusion that I was human was probably in his orders, too. So to make it look like I had died, he turned the power off. Whatever the case, it was an accident. I don't think Clover ever intended to actually kill me.
I mean, she did pull out the gun, but, well...
She only took the injection gun to try and threaten me.
Yeah. How can you be so sure?
When I collapsed, she looked terrified. She checked for my pulse and listened to see if I was breathing. She also shook my body and called out to me several times.
Oh, Clover.
If she'd meant to kill me, why do all that? After a few moments, she ran off to the infirmary to get the AED.
Okay. You mean the defibrillator?
Yes.
That uses an electric shock to restart the heart, right?
Correct.
So that was why she left?
Yes.
Oh, Clover. At 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds, Clover left the cabin in the crew quarters.
She ran off toward the infirmary. On the way, she bumped into Dio.
Oh, and that's why Dio killed her, right?
Yes.
Dio? Because he had already finished Temioji off right there. Oh,
I
no.
guess she just saw him, really.
Maybe?
They didn't talk. She just ran past.
Uh-oh. And he just watched her go by?
Yes. I imagine he was curious, of course.
Okay, maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit. Just like Clover. I mean, what?
He probably wondered what she was doing.
It's not the time for puns.
But he chose not to go after her.
All right.
He had something else to do.
Yeah, what was he up to? At 0 hours, 12 minutes, Dio enters the room.
He seemed pretty surprised to find my body.
Right. Yeah, I bet.
It didn't take him long to get over it, though.
Yeah, he doesn't care. Wouldn't imagine it would. What did he do then?
He'd gone there for 2 reasons.
Yeah.
One was to get Alice's bracelet, which was a blue solo.
But he didn't grab it then. Right. Without it, Dio and Kay, the yellow pair, wouldn't be able to get through the secondary door.
Yeah,
Right?
but he couldn't find it.
Oh, he couldn't find it. Of course. Fi had already taken it by then. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Duh.
Yes. But there was something else he wanted to do, too. He was there to take the knife.
Okay. Right. And that's the reason why he didn't take it when Alice was quote-unquote killed. Because Alice did it to herself. That makes sense.
Removing it was gruesome.
Yeah. But why did he want the knife? Was it because he'd used it to kill the old woman?
No, I don't think so.
And what do you think?
I think he didn't want anyone to see the engraving on the knife's blade.
Yeah.
That's why he hid it so well after he killed the old woman.
Why wouldn't he want anyone to see
Do you
that?
remember what it said? There was a word engraved on the blade.
Mm-hmm. Myrmidons.
Yes.
What does Myrmidons
It's
mean?
the name of the organization he belongs to.
Yep. What is it, like a club or
I
something?
don't think so.
Well, what is it then?
I don't really know.
Don't worry, Sigma. We'll explain it to you later. Although later you won't have a need for an explanation because you will already know. No idea.
I'm afraid not.
Wait, was he here to try and stop whatever Zero was
Yes.
doing? Then, wouldn't that mean he's on our side? I mean, the stuff he was talking about sounded pretty scary, so I'm not inclined to believe he's a good guy either.
I don't know about that. He's killed 4 people. I'm
Yeah,
not really sure he's on anyone's side.
you've got a point. Damn it, this is ridiculous. I guess the enemy of my enemy is my friend, huh? Not
May
here.
I continue?
Yeah, keep going. After he took the knife, Dio rifled through what few belongings Alice had. Luna said he didn't seem to be looking for anything in particular. He was probably just checking to see if she had anything useful. That was where he found the key to Kay's suit. He didn't seem to have any particular reason for taking it, at least as far as Luna could tell. At 0 hours 13 minutes, Dio left the room.
He heard Kay opening the cyan door and ran out. When he left, he was heading toward the infirmary. My guess is that he was going after Clover.
Yeah. Would have realized that that's where she had just left.
He found her with the AED. She was probably planning to just ignore him and head back, but Theo didn't let her.
Hey, wait. Just what are you planning to do with that thing? Thinking about trying to resuscitate Luna? And why would you want to do that? You were the one who killed her, weren't you?
When Clover tried to push past Dio, Luna said they began
The
fight.
fuck do you think you're doing?
Once again, Dio pulled the knife out of his pocket and pointed it at Clover's throat. That was when he showed up. Semyoji?
Dio, what the hell are you doing?
None of your goddamn business. Stay out of this, you senile old shit.
Like hell, you son of a bitch!
He got caught, right? He let out a yell and leapt toward Dio. The younger man dodged him easily and lashed out with the knife. Semyoji caught Dio's hand with a grunt, and for a moment the two men struggled. Then, as the knife edged closer, he wrapped his other hand around the blade and tried to force it away. But Dio was a much younger and stronger man, and the wound Temioji gave himself with the knife didn't do him any favors. He put up a valiant fight, but with a roar, Dio threw him off, and Temioji collapsed to the floor.
What are you going to do?
Let's see. How about this?
Silence both of them.
How cute. You two really look great together, you know?
What are you going to do to us?
Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna handcuff you to a sink. Actually, I already have.
Are you gonna beat us to death or something?
Ugh, no. Nothing so tasteless.
What are you going to do then?
Just leave them there.
How'd you like to make a bet?
A bet?
You've got, 20-some minutes until the primary white doors open. So I'd say you've got 25 minutes until they close. Give or take. If somebody happens to come by here before the doors close, you might live.
Dio.
But if nobody finds you, well...
That's just... despicable.
We'll be penalized.
Exactly. So, I suggest you start screaming for help now.
But none of us came.
Unfortunately for you, just about all the rooms in this place are behind at least 2 nice thick doors.
Yeah.
So unless they're pretty close, nobody's gonna hear you scream. Well, I'm off to the Floor B warehouse, okay? Enjoy your last 25 minutes. Later.
Fucking Dio.
25 minutes passed and no one came. Of course, by then there were only 3 other people who could have come, apart from Dio.
Yeah. The chances were also already, so low. You mean me, Fi, and Kay, right?
Yes, you were in the crew quarters at this point.
Yeah. Kay had told us about you. We'd also noticed that the knife in Alice's chest had been removed. If only we'd known what was happening in the infirmary.
Unfortunately, once the primary
Oops.
white door closed...
Sorry, skip past that. Unfortunately for Clover and Temioji, their time had come. Yep. And they struggled. They struggled to, break free and all.
Both of their bracelets injected them with Soparil.
That's... awful. The anesthetic, right?
Yes.
I mean, at the very least, they were anesthetized before they died.
Almost immediately, they started to feel sleepy. I think that's when Clover realized she was definitely going to die.
Yeah.
That was when she decided to leave her message. Just as you said, she wrote on her left thigh with her right hand.
And the word she wrote was Dio.
Yes.
And she must have used the blood from Temioji's
As
hand,
for what
right?
happened in the rec room,
Because she didn't have any visible wounds. I mean, I'd already assumed that, but yeah.
well, I guess I don't really need to tell you. Your theory was essentially correct.
Yep.
What you said was what happened.
So Kay sprayed Dio's bracelet with the luminol, and then while his back was turned, Dio attacked him with the axe. Dio mortally wounded him, but didn't kill him, so Kay turned around and stabbed Dio with a spear. And I guess that's when we found them.
Yes.
When did Kay get the luminol?
After they went through the white door, Dio and Kay found themselves in the director's office.
Right.
When they were done there, they headed back to floor A to look for everyone else.
And they found Temioji, right? And
They went to
Clover.
the crew quarters first, then to the infirmary. Of course, they found Clover and Tenmyoji's bodies there. Dio expected to find them, of course, but he pretended to be shocked. Anyway, Kay checked them over for anything useful.
And that was when he found the luminol.
Right.
Well, that explains about everything except Quark.
That's everything that happened.
I know that Luna still probably has some things to say. This episode is running quite long, and since I suspect that she's not done, and also because we still have to do the other outcome of the Luna ending, I'm probably gonna call it an episode now. That's crazy. The game is definitely reading up for the finale, and I'm so excited. I just want to keep playing, want to see what happens. But for now, I will have to say goodbye. Well, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you would like to continue supporting my channel. And I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye for now.